Hello everybody, my name is Kat. Thank you for checking out my video. This is the first of my Dragon Age playthrough series. I want to thank you so much for checking my video out. I just wanted to do a short little intro to this video. The one I have originally had tacked on to this didn't quite work out because my cat started eating plastic, so I had to edit it out, so it kind of starts abruptly. So I just wanted to say hello and introduce myself. And please be a little forgiving. It was my first video and I've already kind of made some changes for my next video to make it a little bit easier to see the side. You can see I'm kind of covering some things on the side here. No big deal, but I fixed it in my next video. But that's enough yammering for me. Let's get right to it. Woo! I'm so excited. Okay. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodies 8:13. There's going to be a lot of words we're not going to pronounce right in this game.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
We love the mages here.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption.
I love this artwork so much.
They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
Ain't that how it goes? Duncan!
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Okay, so if you missed out on my other video, I'm not new to Dragon Age. I've played all of these games many times, so this is not going to be a first playthrough. The reason that I'm doing these is because I love Dragon Age, and all I want to talk about is Dragon Age, and I want everybody to love Dragon Age as much as I do. So, I'm using this as an excuse to talk about Dragon Age, and I love my hero, Ferelden, and I have a very big big world that I have built for them, and I just want to kind of share that with everybody. And so this won't really be spoiler free. I'm not gonna really, I don't want to like ruin it for people or anything, but it's sort of like if you don't really want to play, I think you can kind of watch this and get the gist of all the games. But also, even if you watch other people play, I think everybody that plays this game walks away with something different. And all of my friends that play this game, we could all be talking about the same game, and it's like we play completely different games because the characters you make and the choices you make change the game drastically. And everybody has their favorites and their romances, and it just makes the game different for everybody. So I kind of feel like even if you could watch 3 different people play this game and still play it yourself, and it can be a completely different game than what you watch. So I just love this game a lot. I just want everybody to love it as much as me. So, okay, let's get into our character creation. Okay, so the background you select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. That's a lot. 6 different stories you can choose from. That's pretty cool. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Alright, so my hero Ferelden is a lady, and I am never a human. Always an elf. I've never played a dwarf, but I really like other people's dwarf characters. If you ever get a chance to either play a dwarf or watch a dwarf playthrough, really cool lore. I really like dwarves. I'm elf, Dalish elf through and through. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, so elf. Once enslaved by humans, most elves have all but lost their culture, scrounging and impoverished living in the slums of human cities. Only the nomadic Dalish tribes still cling to their traditions, living by the bow and the rule of their old gods as they roam the ancient forests and welcome nowhere else. Elves can be warriors, rogues, or mages. Racial benefits +2 willpower, +2 magic. Okay, so now we're gonna pick the class. We can do warrior, magi, or rogue. Now, I really like mage elves, but for this game, I have played I've played all 3 of these, but I specifically want to go with the Dalish story, so we're going with warrior. Warriors are powerful fighters, focusing on melee and ranged weapons to deal with their foes. They can withstand and deliver a great deal of punishment and have a strong understanding of tactics and strategy. Specializations for a warrior include Berserker, Templar, Champion, and Reaver. Class benefits: +4 strength, +3 dexterity, +3 constitution. And then you can also do this background: Dalish elf, city elf. I don't think in all of my playthroughs, I'm pretty sure. Oops, sorry. I'm just clicking around. I like clicking buttons. I don't think I've ever actually played a city elf. I love Dalish elves. If I can pick a Dalish elf for anything, I am picking a Dalish elf. So, let's read about Dalish elves. Proud of your role as one of the few true elves, quote unquote. That sounds a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but you have always assumed you would spend your life with your tribe, until a chance encounter with a relic of your people's past threatens to tear you away from everything you have ever known. We're gonna find out what that's about. Okay. So let's go ahead and pick. Now, for pretty much all of my video games, I myself am white, but I never make a white character because I just get tired of looking at white people in video games. And I've done this for as long as I can remember. Way before there were usually any other choices. Because I just get tired of looking at the same kind of people in video games. I have a set image in my head of what my canon, like, hero Ferelden looks like, but given the limitations of what a game from 2009 can do, it's kind of hard to create that. So I kind of do the best I can here. It kind of changes in the game each time I play it, just because it is hard to do with this, but we're gonna give it the Yellow College try here. Because there's, I mean, honestly, what can you do? I mean, there's all kinds of mods and such, but I just don't. It's also the problem of you never know when your game is going to crash from doing too many mods. And I am playing this on Windows 11, and I'm kind of used to what mods I can and can't use on other Windows versions, but since I don't know much about how this game plays on Windows 11, I don't really want to do too much modding and have to deal with all that. And you can see I'm changing this expression down here. Doesn't really do much, but I don't do it with the hair. I just don't want to have to constantly be dealing with crashes, and it's just, I can't. Oh, that's still not quite her. And the complexions on this, it's like they just, what? It's like it just ages them. That's the only thing about this game, is you're stuck with 2009 limitations. Let's see, what can we do about her eyebrows? Eyebrow color, let's not have them be so red. There we go. Oh, her nose is just not. I feel like no matter what I do, she still has this like tiny little nose, and that's not what I want, but oh, no matter what, it's not gonna be my hero of Ferelden in my head. You know, this is so boring. Other people make their characters so much more exciting. I don't want to waste too much time doing this, but once we get into what color? Let's give her a nice look. Okay, let's do something about the tattoo. Forget which one. Does this one have? Yes, that's the one. Okay, the voice is very important too.
I have lost the spell. How do you do? Greetings. Greetings. Charmed. Greetings. Greetings.
I think it's that one I usually.
Well, that didn't work.
Yep, that's the one. Okay. Now her name. We're just gonna keep that. I've never been really stuck on. As much as I've given a backstory to my hero Ferelden, I've never really been stuck on a name. That's really, of all things, not that important to me. So I just use the base name. If anything, I like the last name, and I just have people call her Ariel. So maybe we'll just call her Ariel for the sake of this. Okay, so let's just move it along and distribute our points. Okay, so we have 5 points to work with. I am going to make this a little bit more even, but keep that strength up and the dexterity. And yeah, let's do that. Okay. Alright. Now this part, I'm gonna do her health because for some reason, every time I start out playing this game, because if I remember correctly, she's gonna start out with a bow and arrow, and it's like the worst bow and arrow on planet Earth. And I'm really real bad. Let's do improved combat training. Improved combat training skills upgrade. Warriors and rogues gain access to second-tier weapon talents as well as bonus stamina regeneration. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting and gain a bonus mana regeneration. And then the specific warrior. What are we gonna play her as? Not an archer because... Or maybe we will play an archer. I know the bow and arrow you first get is absolutely atrocious. Let's just do powerful. Passive requires 10 strength. Through training and hard work, the warrior has gained greater health and reduced the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. Because we're gonna, no matter what we do, we're gonna want to wear better armor, so let's just do that. And then, because usually I just switch back and forth between, I never stick with the same weapons, because we'll get into that, what my headcanon is for her weapon-wise. Precise striking, let's just go ahead and do that too. This character has significant, oops, let's read this. Yeah, precise striking. This warrior tries to make each attack count, sacrificing attack speed for a bonus to attack as well as an increased chance to score critical hits for as long as this mode is active. We're gonna do normal. That can change later, because, like I said, I can sometimes get real bad at this at the beginning with this real bad bow and arrow. It's really embarrassing. So let's just try this. See how bad I embarrass myself.
You were born amidst the Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten lore in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
It's a Dalish!
And you three are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop us.
No? We will see about that, won't we? You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethaline? What should we do with them?
Alright, our choices are to kill them. What do I care? The others will never know. 2, let them go. You judge humans too harshly. 3, let's find out what they're doing here. Or 4, give them a warning. Killing them will only bring trouble. So, my hero of Ferelden. I don't play the, like, cruel or mean, villainous character. Like, anytime I try to do that in a game, I just don't have fun. So, let's see, what choice? We're gonna either let them go, no. Let's find out what they're doing here. We're curious. We want to know what these humans are doing in our forest. Let's find out what they're doing here.
Does it matter? Hunting or banditry, we'll need to move camp if we let them live.
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave. With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
Treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits.
Okay, our choices. Number 1, if you've been there, you should have treasure to prove it. Number 2, I'd like to see these ruins. Or number 3, we know this forest. There are caves, but no ruins. You lie. So, let's see. I would like to see these ruins. So we're going to choose number 2. I'd like to see these ruins.
So would I. I've never heard of ruins in these parts.
but I have proof. Here, we found this just inside the entrance.
This stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though.
Alright, choices are, number 1, why not? Number 2, how do you know that's Elvish, Tamlin? Number 3, this sounds like a trap, don't believe it. Okay, so we got there's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though. Let's go with why not?
There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
A demon. Where is this cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go?
Number 1, kill one. The others will make sure no one else comes. Number 2, you frighten them enough, they won't bother us. Number 3, so they can bring a mob to drive us out, kill them all. I don't want to kill anybody right now. We're gonna go with you frighten them enough, they won't bother us.
Run along then, Shems. And don't come back until we Dalish have moved on.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, shall we see if there's any truth to this story? These carvings make me curious.
Number 1, sounds like a good idea. Number 2, shouldn't we inform the Keeper? Number 3, I'm not sure. I have a bad feeling about this, quote, demon. My hero is young, a little reckless and curious. And while she kind of knows they should inform the Keeper, she also thinks it's a good idea to go exploring.
And if we find anything, the Keeper will want to know.
So, let's go exploring. So, now that we've met Tamlin, let's give a little backstory on my hero, Ariel. So, oh, and let's save the game. Okay, so let's read about this for people that would like to know. Controlling the party member. A new party member has joined you. You can take control of this character directly by left-clicking on his or her portrait or body. Alternately, you can use the tactics menu to adjust how the AI controls them. So see, I can now click on Tamlin and be Tamlin if I want to. We're not going to do that right now. Okay, so let's get back to my canon about Ariel and Tamlin. Is just that they are best buds. They're just childhood friends. There's no romance or anything. They've just grown up together in the same clan. And they're kind of both outcasts within the clan. Nothing like overly serious. But they're just kind of kids that are always together. And it's kind of one of those, when somebody sees Tamlin, they're like, hey, where's Ariel? When somebody sees Ariel by herself, hey, where's Tamlin? They're just thick and thin, best buds kind of a thing. Alright, so now I gotta adjust this because this is gonna get annoying. My settings are set to pause automatically whenever a foe has appeared. And you can see it does that. It's a really helpful feature, especially if you're new to this kind of game. To help you get used to it. But if you see up in the right hand corner, this red dot is letting me know there's a wolf approaching. So let's go get us this wolf. Or 2 wolves. We've paused again because there's a second one. Alright. Wolfie, wolfie, wolfie. I'm so sorry. I really like wolves. I don't want to have to kill you. But, you know. It's the game. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
On it.
I'm so sorry, little Wolfie. But they've got treasure for us. Lesser lyrium potion. A potion that contains a small amount of refined lyrium, restricted to mages. It will instantly restore a potion of the user's mana. Only spellcasters can use it. We are not a spellcaster, but we'll still take it. Alright, while we're here, standing near the bodies of these dead wolves, let us go to our inventory and see if there are things that we can use. So, let us go to weapons. These are grayed out, so we can't do anything with these yet because we need, as you can see in the red, we need more dexterity for these. Is there some armor? We can use some of this armor. Let's use this here helmet. So now we have +2 constitution, +2 mental resistance, and +10 physical resistance. Pretty nifty. Let's see, these boots. Currently we have some equipped that only offer us +3 defense, when these here on the side have +1 armor, +10% chance to dodge attacks, and a chance to avoid missile attacks. That sounds good to me. Let's switch those out. Rest of this, we're not strong enough to use yet. And then we've got some jewelry here. Amulets, charms. Okay, let's... alright, let's see. +1 increases monetary gain. +5 to fire damage, spirit damage, cold damage, nature damage, electricity damage. We're gonna save that for a mage. Feral wolf charm. +5 health regeneration while exploring. I like the sound of that. Let's just go ahead and put that on. A belt. Dodge attacks. That's always cool. Put on a belt. We got rings on. A promise ring. Ain't that fancy? Let's see. A Dalish promise ring will give us +1 health regeneration in combat. Reduces hostility and +15 to healing effects received. That sounds good to me. The Wicked Oath. +1 armor penetration. +1 stamina regeneration. 10% critical. And that sounds good to me. We can also put some things on... We can switch over to Tamlin and also equip him with things, but we're not going to. We're just not going to. Okay, so now I have a helmet on, and there is also, I believe, a toggle that you can cut on to, like, not have the helmet visible. But I'm fine for now. We'll just wear a helmet. And there is a dead Hala. Not cool. And this is telling us about our inventory. It is divided into 2 sections: equipped items for the selected character on the left and shared party inventory on the right. You can drag and drop items. We just did that. Double click to use or equip them automatically, or right click and hold to open the radio menu to interact with items. Let's see what's over here. Chest. Chest is locked. We do not have enough skill. You just encountered a locked object. You might be able to pick the lock if your skill is high enough, or you might need to locate a key through adventures or negotiation. We are not there yet. Let's go ahead and open up our journal and go to the codex so we can learn about Hala, because I was going to tell you about that, but you know what? What's better to do than the codex? Okay, the Hala. No creature is more revered by the Dalish than the Hala. No other animal has a god of its own. These white stags are much larger than ordinary deer, and the Dalish Hala keepers carve their antlers as they grow, making them curve into intricate designs. In ancient times, these stags bore elven knights into combat, but since the fall of the Dales, they are used less as mounts and more to pull the Aravels. Hala are real cool. And seeing a dead Hala, not the goodest sign. Not great. Let's go ahead and read the wolf, too. It is rather unfair the reputation that the wolf possesses in Ferelden. For a people that so clearly adore their hounds, Ferelden simultaneously harbor a distrust of wolves that borders on the unreasonable. Unreasonable, that is, if one were not familiar with the ancient legends regarding werewolves. There was a time in Ferelden's past when demons inhabited the bodies of wolves in great numbers, causing the wars against werewolves and spreading great fear and panic. The werewolves were slain, but even today the noble wolf is looked upon with distrust. From Legends of Ferelden, by Mother Alias of Denerim, 910 Dragon. An attack by wolves upon civilized folk happens rarely, often only in times of desperation, and even then only when the wolves have the advantage of numbers. This can change during a blight. When darkspawn rise onto the surface, their presence dramatically alters the savage nature of normal beasts. In blights past, as the corruption of the darkspawn spread through the wilder areas of Thedas, it would inflict the animals found there, and the more powerful of them would survive and be transformed into a more vicious and dangerous beast. A blight wolf is one such example, mad with the pain of its infection, and only through the overriding command of the darkspawn does it still retain some semblance of its pack instincts. Blight wolves are always found in large groups and will tend to overwhelm in a single target if they can, using their numbers to their advantage. It is fortunate that these creatures rarely survive their corruption for very long. So there we have why the wolves are acting a little bit rude towards us right now. Normally the wolves are chill. I tend to like wolves in real life. Okay. Let's read the Dalish Elves Codex while we're here, so we can learn a little bit more about Ariel and her people. In time, the human empires will crumble. We have seen it happen countless times. Until then, we wait. We keep to the wild borderlands. We raise Hala and build Aravels and present... You're gonna have to excuse my reading sometimes. I'm trying, y'all. We raise Hala and build Aravels and present a moving target to the humans around us. We try to keep hold of the old ways to relearn what was forgotten. We call to the ancient gods, although they do not answer and have not heard us since before the fall of Arlanthan, so that one day they might remember us. Elgurnan, the eldest of the sun, and he who overthrew his father Mithal the Protector, Ben-Haral the Dread Wolf, Andrevul the Huntress, Falanden the Friend of the Dead, Durthamen the Keeper of Secrets, Gillinan the Mother of Hala, June the Master of Crafts, and Selace the Hearthkeeper. We gather every 10 years for the These words. We gather every 10 years for the Arlathen to retell the ancient stories and keep them alive. For when the human kingdoms are gone, we must be ready to teach the others what it means to be elves. As told by Gisharel, keeper of the Rallafaren clan of the Dalish Elves. You know when you, like, read words a lot, but you don't ever hear them out loud? That's what playing Dragon Age is. I've read the books and the comics and played these games a million times, and then as soon as you go to say the words, you're like, wow, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oy vey. Okay, what else we got that I can mispronounce? Okay, that's not... We don't need to read that. Controls. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we've learned some things. So... Okay, let's spare y'all some of my bad reading and just get back to playing for a little bit. Whew, tree stump, how exciting. Oh no, another codex. Oh, the Brazilian forest. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just go forward. Oh, elf root. If you play Dragon Age, you're gonna get you some elf root. Okay, for some health poultices. You have required a health poultice. Poultice. Oh, there's another word. These instantly restore some of your health. To use the poultice, drag it from your inventory into your quick bar, double-click it directly from the inventory, or right-click it in the inventory and select Use. Stores sell these poultices, and characters who have learned herbalism can create their own. Or is it herbalism? It's herbalism, I guess, if you're British. Okay, but yes, that we do need to do, folks. We need to drag this here. Anything that's a health poultice, we need to slap that sucker down here, because we are going to be using these constantly. So thank you for that reminder. Sidebar. Alright. Pretty flower, pretty flower. More elf root. You're gonna get so much elf root in these Dragon Age games. Just elf root coming out your butt. We're gonna take that deep mushroom and keep it pushing.
This must be the cave. I don't recall seeing this before, do you?
Choice number 1. No, I don't. Let's check it out. Number 2. No, and I don't think we should go in alone. Number 3. No, and that worries me. We should be wary. I mean, all 3 could be true at once. We should probably be wary, not going alone, but hey, let's check it out. That would probably be her thought process in my head, but let's just go for, no, I don't. Hey, let's check it out.
My thoughts exactly. With luck, we'll find something that will make us clan heroes.
I mean, wanting to be a clan hero, probably not the best reason to go into a cave you've never seen before. But look, you're 22. You're bored. Nothing's happening in your clan. What else are you gonna do? Seems like a good idea, right? Gather your party and venture forth. Woo, yeah!
It looks like the Shem was telling the truth. But these ruins look more human than elven.
That could be a little weird. Why are there human caves in the middle of the elven forest? Don't like that. Don't like that for us. Whoa, don't like those. Don't like those. Don't like those. No, 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 no. Fun fact, I don't like Dragon Age spiders. They're a little too spidery. They're a little too detailed. Ooh, don't like them. I have to like play the game and like not actually look at the screen. They're so gross. They're just so gross. I'm gonna regret this. Ugh. Okay, good. Sometimes when you click on the cocoons, they're like things pop out. I'm like, ugh. Okay. And then sometimes the spiders have money. Like, capitalism, hey. Why does a spider have gold? He's shopping at the spider market? Like, what was he buying? Then I feel bad. Like, sorry, little buddy. Just buying some spider groceries for his spider family, and I come along and kill him. My bad. And this is just gonna keep dogging me, telling me I don't have sufficient skill to open the chest. Like, okay, well, why are you here? Ugh. You would think as many times as I played this game, I know where all the spiders are, but I don't, and I just play and now I have and then I hear that noise and I have there it is. I have heebie-jeebies. Scroll out, scroll out. Ugh, they're so gross. If you think the 2009 spiders are bad, wait till you see the Dragon Age Inquisition spiders. They're just, oh god. They don't need to be that detailed. It's, you know what else gets me? Those is like roaches in the Fallout games. Like, they don't need to be that detailed. Like, I'll blow up somebody's face in a video game, but like, don't let an insect be too detailed. Like, I don't need that. Those problems. Really don't. They're all, oh, they're furry and shit. Like, oh god. Oh god, okay. I can do this. I can do this. I'm grown, I can do this. Oddly enough, I don't like to kill spiders in real life. If they're just like chilling in my house and they're like, you know, of a reasonable size and they don't look like they should.
Can't
Oh, wait.
believe this. You recognize this statue, don't you?
Enough gawking, let's move on. Number 2, it's worn, but it looks vaguely familiar. Maybe, why should I care? The first and the last choice seem real rude. It's worn, but it looks vaguely familiar. I like that one.
Back when our people lived in Arlathan, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with the statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of Arlathan?
Number 1, this isn't the time or place for a history lesson, Tamlin. Number 2, it's interesting. So much of our past is lost to us. Number 3, we're nowhere near Arlathan, and this proves nothing. 4, perhaps, but there isn't much left down here. I would say it's interesting. So much of our past is lost to us.
I'd never have guessed ancient elves might have lived here. With humans.
Yeah, that would be surprising to find. I was gonna say, as long as a spider doesn't look like it's big enough to be paying rent in my house, I like to let spiders chill out in my house because they kill other insects. And, you know, it's fine. Chill. Well, I would imagine, so for my hero Ferelden, when she's just down here looking around with Tamlin, they're very much like, what the fuck is going on? Ooh, I can't cuss on YouTube. They're like, what the fidgety fiddlesticks is happening? To see, like, human architecture with elven gods and stuff is like, this don't make no damn sense. Oh, I'm poisoned! Stop poisoning me! Quit it! Why is Jason and the Argonauts down here?
Let's get started.
Stop it!
Let's get started.
No! Stop it! Did Tamlin just die? No. Drink a health poultice, bitch. Stop dying! See, this is what I mean. I hate this little bow and arrow. Where is it going? Why does it look like it's just going into space? Do you see this? Probably use, you know, the skills that I paid for. Oh my gosh. I swear I can play this game. I'm just not good at this game at the beginning. Now, see, ooh, got a great sword. Let's switch it up. Did he just say this place is haunted? Like, girl. We just got attacked by skeletons. How astute of you. Okay, let's go to our inventory and get this great sword out. Oh, I can't, duh. I don't have enough. I'm not strong enough. Okay. If it's telling me it's saving the game, that means something's about to go down. Oh, no.
Right.
Oh, shoot. I don't want to be in here yet. I know what happens here. I don't want to be here yet. How did I get here so quick? Wait, there's more. This is the problem with having played the game too many times. I'm like, no. Too soon. Okay.
You aren't
Dang!
going to leave without taking a closer look at the mirror, are you?
I guess I'm stuck in here. Okay, well. Okay. If you're so eager to look at it, go ahead. 2, I'll come back and look at it later. 3, I don't trust it and neither should you. Yeah. This is where she puts on the brakes. She was all up for, like, exploration and fun. But I think for her, the further she got into it and the more human stuff she saw, the more she was like, let's put the brakes on. Something here ain't clean. Like, something ain't curling over. Something ain't, this ain't adding up. So when she sees, like, just a random mirror in a room, this is where she's like, no. I don't like this. So yeah, I don't trust it and neither should you.
It sat here for who knows how many centuries? What could be so dangerous? Don't worry, I won't break it. I wonder what this writing is for. Maybe this isn't... Hey, did you see that? I think something moved inside the mirror.
No. Inside the mirror? Let me see. Absolutely not. No. Get away from it, Tamlin. You're imagining things. So, yeah, like I said, this is where she starts to be like, nah. This is where she kicks in with the, we need to tell the keeper. I don't like this. So, she's going with number 2, get away from it, Tamlin.
Hold on, I just want to know what it is. Don't you see it? There it is again. Can you feel that? I think it knows we're here. I just need to take a closer look.
Don't do it.
It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground?
Nah,
And there's a great blackness.
don't like that. Boy, step away.
Help! I can't look away!
Oh, see? No. Ugh. That is a demon-ass voice. It saw me. Help, I can't look away. Don't know.
Can you hear me? I am very sorry.
Knocked to the ground and Billy Mays wakes you up.
You're awake. You've the god's own luck, Lethalon. You're back at camp. Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you feel?
Number one, how did I get here, Finarel? Almost said Finarel. How did I get here, Finarel? 2, find Finarel, but a little groggy. Groggy. 2, worried. Where's Tamlin? She'd be like, what? Where's Tamlin? Worried. Where's Tamlin?
We don't know. The Shem who brought you here saw no sign of him.
1, there was a human. 2, we drove off from Shems in the forest. 3, I don't remember anything. I was in a cave, then nothing. She would be thinking of the ones in the forest because that's where her memory would. She wouldn't remember much of, I think, what happened in that cave. She would be thinking of them driving off the humans. So, we drove off some Shems in the forest.
I doubt you could have driven this one off. He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever. He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you.
1, I need to talk to the Keeper right away. 2, is anyone looking for Tamlin? 3, the Shemlin was a Grey Warden. 4, will I be alright? I think she would probably be thinking the first 3 all at once. She'd be just all the thoughts all at once. But she would ask, is anyone looking for Tamlin?
Of course. Most of the hunters are off looking for him right now. But the Keeper wanted to talk to you as soon as you awoke. Stay here. I'll get her.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive.
Number 1, Duncan, is that the one who brought me back? 2, I kept telling Tamlin that we should have come back. 3, what happened to us? 4, when Tamlin could be sick as well? Is Duncan, is that the one that brought me back?
Yes, he introduced himself as a Grey Warden. Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true?
1, all I remember is the mirror. 2, why listen to anything a Shemlin says? 3, I'm not sure. What does a darkspawn look like? 4, did he not go inside the cave himself and see? 5, there were walking corpses and other strange monsters. She would say, I'm not sure. What does a darkspawn look like? She's like, how the hell do I know what a darkspawn is? How would I know?
Like a man, but dark and tainted with evil. Perhaps you fought one in the cave and it wounded you.
1, no, it was the mirror. 2, there were many monsters and dead men that walked. 3, the creatures inside were nothing like that. She's just gonna be like, no, it was the mirror.
A mirror. And it caused all this? I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke, but there are only more questions. And Tamlin remains missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins. If he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for Darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly. Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalan? Without you, we will not find it.
1, I am up to it, Keeper. I feel fine. 2, I don't know. Is my sickness gone? 3, could I simply describe it to someone? Just... Can you imagine your friend goes missing and you're like, can I just tell you what it looked like? Okay, no, she's up for it, Keeper. I feel fine.
I am relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north. Take Merrill with you to the cave. Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly.
1, take Merrill to the cave and find Tamlin. I understand. 2, the clan is leaving. 3, are you not interested in the ruins and the mirror? 4, why do you want me to take Merrill? Just rude. Why do you want me to take her? No, she very much is, she is proud to be Dalish, and she respects the hierarchy that's in place. She respects the Keeper. She doesn't like blindly agree with everything that goes on, you know, with the clan or whatever, but she's not just wilding and just disrespectful for no reason. So she would be very just, yes ma'am, you know, yes ma'am, I understand kind of a thing. So yes, she's take Meryl to the cave and find Tamlin, I understand.
Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance.
Number 1, pray for me, Keeper. 2, I have questions about this Grey Warden. 3, I am curious about these Darkspawn you mentioned. 4, I need more equipment before I go. Now, she's respectful, but she is going to ask some questions. So, I have questions about this Grey Warden.
When Tamlin's life is at stake? Oh, very well.
Okay, sassy McSasspants. We're playing a game, okay? We want to know what's going on. Okay, so let's just go down here. I thought the Grey Wardens had disappeared.
Not quite, Dalen. After they defeated the Darkspawn long ago, the Grey Warden's numbers diminished greatly over the centuries. It seems the humans have little use for them if Darkspawn aren't actively raising their lands. I suppose the thought of Darkspawn returning one day did not occur to them.
And have they returned?
The Grey Warden thinks so. A war may be in the offing. If so, we must get as far away from it as possible.
Could we not help in the battle?
Let the humans fight their battles, as we must fight our own.
Okay. Why did you believe anything the Shemlin said?
He seemed honorable, and his care for your safety speaks well of him. I trust my judgment.
Fair enough. How did he know where to bring me?
He said he'd been looking for our clan, and had a hint of our whereabouts. As I said, you were fortunate. It is possible he sought a volunteer to join their order.
Dalish have joined these Grey Wardens before?
Indeed. The Grey Wardens once consisted of the best from all races. I know of no Dalish joining them since the days of the Darkspawn Wars, however.
What if he asks for one now?
It would be a great honor, though I don't know why any Dalish would choose such a life. Regardless, he has not asked.
Are these Wardens great warriors?
They are the best and most noble of all races, Dalen. Few can achieve their standards.
I have no more questions about the Grey Warden Keeper.
Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly.
I'm gonna ask more questions. I am curious about these Darkspawn you mentioned.
Remember that Tamlin needs your help.
I know, but it's a video game and we gotta learn things. You think this cave was a Darkspawn lair?
Darkspawn are savage, uncultured creatures, more akin to locusts than men. They may have befouled the cave, but they did not build what is there. From the Warden's description, it may have been a temple devoted to an old god. Should we return, I may see it for myself.
Didn't the Grey Wardens destroy the Darkspawn long ago?
They destroyed the last horde of Darkspawn to threaten the surface centuries ago. It doesn't mean they extinguished them all.
Okay. Why did the Blech. Starting that over. Why did the Grey Warden think I had met a Darkspawn?
Darkspawn are filthy, diseased beasts that taint the very air around them. The Grey Warden seemed to think your illness came from this taint. Since you did not meet any Darkspawn, I don't see how that could be. No doubt he was mistaken.
What is a Darkspawn exactly? I've never seen one before.
They are mostly boogeymen, used to frighten human children. In modern times, they are rarely seen on surface lands. But rumor holds that great numbers dwell in the ancient tunnels of the Draganlan, the dwarves. They obliterate all that is in their path. Like a plague of locusts, they spread disease and misery when they come to the surface. An event to be feared, without doubt.
Could that bear-like monster have been a Darkspawn?
The old tomes say Darkspawn come in as many varieties as surface creatures. They also say that many Darkspawn are seen only during what the humans call a blight. Perhaps your bear monster was one of those.
I have no more questions about the Darkspawn Keeper.
Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly.
I need more equipment before I go.
Master Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his stock.
Goodbye, Keeper. Okay. Tutorial, leveling up. Every time you gain a level, your character gains new abilities and improved statistics. Left click on the plus button next to your character's portrait to level up. Alright, let's click on the plus button and level up. Okay. So let's check. I wanted to use the great sword. And I need more strength. I need a lot more strength for that. So let's make sure we include some strength in this. Oh, if we just... Oh, okay. Well, let's put all our strength there so we can go ahead and use the great sword. And so that is a two-handed weapon, I believe. Let's double check. Two-handed, yes. So let's go back to that and make sure we pick two-handed down here, and we can see here we got Pommel Strike, Sunder Arms, or Mighty Blow. Instead of going for the fatal attack, an enemy expects the player strikes out with the weapon's blunt end, knocking the opponent to the ground unless it passes a physical resistance check. That's Pommel Strike. Sunder Arms, the character attempts to hinder a target's ability to fight back rather than going directly for a killing blow. Unless the target passes a physical resistance check, it suffers a penalty to attack for a short time. For a Mighty Blow, the character puts extra weight. That's the one I want. The character puts extra weight and effort behind a single strike, gaining a bonus to attack. If it hits, the blow deals critical damage and imposes a penalty to movement speed unless the target passes a physical resistance check. Let's do that. Alright, look at my sword! Look how big that is! Okay. Let's go talk to this Venerel again.
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for Tamlin?
1. Why do you want to know? Number 2. Yes, I'm going with Meryl. 3. Yes, though I don't know why. 4. Does everyone know about the cave? Sheepy's like, yeah, does everyone know my business? Yes, does everyone know about the cave?
Yes. The clan's been talking about it since that Grey Warden brought you back. I want to go with you. Keeper Marathari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin.
1. I don't think that's a good idea. 2. I'm only supposed to take Meryl. 3. It's too dangerous, Venerel. 4. Alright, come with us. She's gonna try to stick to the rules, and she's already lost one friend. She's not trying to lose more people, so she's gonna say, I'm only supposed to take Meryl.
Tamlin's my friend too. I want to help find him. If Meryl can risk it, so can I.
1. No, I can't take you. 2. I suppose I won't stop you then. 3. I will not disobey the Keeper. 4. Alright, come with us. She's gonna say 3. I will not disobey the Keeper.
Then ask her. I'll go with you and we'll ask her together. She can't say no to both of us.
1. No, I can't take you. Are you sure about that? 3. Fine, come along then. She's gonna say 2. Are you sure about that?
Fine. I suppose I'd just get you into trouble. I guess I should be guarding the camp right now anyhow. Good luck finding Tamlin. You have my prayers.
She would be very like, yeah, I'm not trying to lose more people here, bro. Like, calm down. Let's take Dalish Boots. Even though this is also like every other game where you're just gonna take stuff. You can't cuss on YouTube, can you? She's gonna take stuff to sell or whatever, even if you don't think you need it. Because you can always use the gold. So I hate, and also this is one of those. Do y'all think about this kind of stuff when you're just looting people and you're like, why am I taking my neighbor's stuff? Like, I'm taking my friend's crap. Like, I don't want to take their stuff. But also, you gotta loot all the things. Like, you gotta take it. I can't take any of this stuff. It's all locked.
I'm glad you survived. Losing 2 of our young would be a great blow to the clan.
You're not wrong. Okay, this is who we're supposed to talk to for equipment.
I'm glad you've recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Clane tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
1. May I see your crafts, Mr. Ilin? 2. Persuade. Could I ask you for a bow as well? She doesn't want to use a bow. Number 3. I would like to hear the story of your father's battle. Number 4. Why would you relinquish such a relic? 5. I should go. Let's look at your crafts.
Of course. Take whatever you need.
Do we have any? What do I have for money? I barely have any money. We're gonna assume that I'm gonna find some money because I really don't want to buy anything right now. I don't think my persuasion is enough.
Again?
We're gonna say, can I ask for a bow as well, just because I can sell it? But I don't think I have enough persuasion
One of
for
my
this.
own crafting, perhaps?
I don't remember if he just gives it to her either. Is that part of the game? I don't even remember.
It may not have a history.
Okay.
But you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes?
I would like to hear the story of your I mean, we're gonna do that because it's a video game, but like, girl, we ain't got time to listen to people's stories. We gotta go find your friend. I would like to hear the story of your father's battle.
Then I am proud to tell it. Our clan was one of the first to flee the Dales. When we came to Ferelden, the fiercest of the Shimlin were the barbarians known as the Clane. We didn't wait for them to attack us. Every Dalish clan in Ferelden united to bring the battle to them.
1. We attacked them first. 2. Serves the humans right. Let them fear us. 3. There are more Dalish clans? There are more Dalish clans in Ferelden? Ooh. She's gonna be like, we attacked them first?
They were barbarians without honor. They would have slain us without a second thought. The ensuing battle went well for us. That day, we carved out our reputation of being the deadliest archers. Our arrows won us the right to wander these woods at will. It was this very bow that my father used that day.
Thank you for the tale, Master Island, and especially the bow. I will honor its history.
1. May I see your crafts? We already went through that. Why would you relinquish such a relic? Let's do that.
We are all the same clan. His hand is as my hand. I have relinquished nothing. It was my father who first spoke of the Vir Tanadal, the 3 ways of the hunter. The first is the Vir Asan, the way of the arrow, to reach for our goal unrelenting. The second is the Vir Borasan, the way of the bow, to bend but not to break. The last is the Vir Adalen, the way of the wood. We are as ancient as the forests, each tree a part of the greater land. All Dalish are united in this. One day, we shall have a homeland again.
I should go. Okay,
May
let's
the
dip.
creators guide your path.
Thanks. Island, but she calls him Ilin, because he be Ilin. I just have Run DMC stuck in my head. I guess I gotta go find Meryl. Is there anybody else I can talk to? Yeah.
It's good you're well. You weren't here when Paul arrived, were you?
I've heard of you. Everyone is talking about you and the other missing hunter. A Grey Warden brought you back here.
You're not Dalish, are you? Too. The hunter's name is Tamlin. Do you know about Grey Wardens? She's gonna say you're not Dalish, are you?
That obvious, is it? I just found your camp a couple of days ago. A lucky thing. I heard rumors in a nearby human village that a Dalish camp was close, and I hope to find your hunters in the forest.
You were fortunate I didn't shoot you, Paul. I thought you were a Shem, and a bandit at that. You're not the first city elf to rejoin his people. I'm sure you'll find life among us more satisfying than with the Shems, if no less harsh.
In the alienage, we hear terrible stories about the Dalish. They aren't true, right?
1. Only the parts where we sacrifice young elves to the gods. 2. Prove yourself useful and the clan will be your home. 3. Just don't be a coward like some and flee. 4. You've nothing to worry about. she's just gonna... She's gonna ease him. You have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. The clan has been very kind and welcoming. I never expected it to be like this.
On a normal day, she would probably say, just when we sacrifice young elves to the gods, but she's trying to get her friend back, so she's like, I ain't got jokes right now. Let's go over here. Nothing here, just the tree with the lantern. Where else can I go? Oh, it's down here, isn't it? Another chest I can't open.
By the creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried.
1. Anathara Ashal. It's good to see you too. 2. You really shouldn't worry so much about me. 3. Enough, Ashal. You don't need to be mothered. I don't need to be mothered by you anymore. She's just gonna say it's good to see you too.
All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through. What happened? Everyone says Tamlin may be dead.
1. I shouldn't say just yet. 2. They may be right. 3. He's missing. That's all we know right now. She's gonna stick to he's missing. That's all we know right now.
That's awful. He's been a good friend to you since you were fledglings. You must be more careful. Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks.
1. I should go. Sorry, I had a yawn. 2. You've never spoken of my parents much, Ashal. 3. You always say that. She's gonna say you always say that.
It's true. Your mother was... well, let's not talk about that. I'm sure you have plenty on your mind.
1. I should go. 2. You've never spoken of my parents much, Ashal. She's gonna say I should go.
Of course. Try to make the evening meal, will you? You're nothing but skin and bones.
So that is where we get to a sore spot with her. In my canon, so her parents died when she was young, and her parents were very well loved within her clan. And when she was young, people would tell her about her parents a lot and how they would be proud of her. And they were, you know, this young, bright, lively couple, whatever. And when she got a little older and started to be a little rebellious and just like, you know, teenagers do, it kind of turned into this, like, you're disappointing your parents' legacy and this kind of thing. And the people in the clan that knew her parents kind of just stopped talking to her about them. And it really upset her because she was like, am I that much of a fuck up? Like, that now people just don't want to talk about my parents to me anymore? Or the only time they talk about them is to tell me, like, what a disappointment I am? And so she kind of feels distance from her parents now because it's like throughout her teenage years, it's like she just stopped learning about them. So she kind of feels a little bit of resentment towards some of the older people in her clan because she feels like they're just withholding information almost about her parents. So it kind of hurt her a lot. So that's where that is. She felt like she started off thinking her parents, you know, she still felt like she knew them because she was hearing all these stories, and then that just kind of stopped. And it felt like people were blaming her for that almost. It was just, yeah, she just wants to know her parents, and nobody would talk to her about them anymore. So that's where that's where we are with that right now. Okay, so let's go talk to Meryl.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time.
1. Let's head out now. 2. Aren't you worried about getting sick? 3. How much of our lore do you know? 4. How much did the Keeper tell you? 5. I need supplies. Let's start out with, aren't you worried about getting sick?
A little, but the Keeper cured you. How dangerous could it be?
Oh,
Even if I get sick, finding Tamlin or something valuable will be worth it.
How much did the Keeper tell you?
Enough to pique my interest and my concern. You can explain the rest on the way.
I'm just gonna say I need
Master Island could help you, but do not tarry.
And then we're gonna talk to her again.
You're back. Are you ready to go now?
So that we can now ask, how much of our lore do you know?
Less than I'd like to. I know some of our old magic, as the Keeper does, and I'll know about these relics if I see them. The Keeper isn't sending me to collect anything, however. We're worried about Tamlin.
Alright, let's head out now.
And let us make haste while daylight lasts.
Okay, and that I think is where we're gonna stop our first episode. When we pick up, we can talk a little bit more about what my hero thinks about magic and where that falls into sort of the Dalish overall feelings about magic and the elves losing their magic. We will get into that. But for now, I would like to thank you for joining me in my first episode, and I hope that you will stick around for more. So I will see you all next time. Thanks. Bye.